Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What Does This World Come To? I'm Youthan Love, and today I'm joined by my co-host Jackson Nance. Today, we're going to be speaking with Blake Benson, who is now the rookie pitcher for the Party Animals. Previously, during his time growing up, he played hockey, baseball, and also ultimate frisbee. Throughout college, he played 4 years at the University of Ozarks, 2 years at Cornell University. He also placed third in nationals for the hip hop category when he was 13 years old, having a 1-of-1 record in dance battles. So, Blake, I want to give you a few minutes just to introduce yourself a little further and speak to our audience.
Yeah. My first year in the Party Animals. Played baseball my life. Played 12 years of hockey. What else? Played disc golf. Competed in a tournament when I was in college. And yeah, just a simple guy. I've been following the Lord since I was 14, and that's kind of a big thing about me. Um, just kind of living my dream right now, playing baseball, dancing, and changing lives, I guess. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. So how old were you when you first started playing baseball and developing a love for the game?
Yeah, so I was 6 years old. I started playing t-ball, and my dad played for Arkansas State, and he kind of helped me. He was basically my coach for all my life, and he definitely helped me with my love for the game. I always loved hockey, but I was definitely better just because I had my dad as my mentor and everything, and him just teaching me a lot. I basically didn't learn a single thing in high school, and that's kind of when I realized like how good my dad was of just being my coach and teaching me. It's like, man, like I really did not realize how much he of a good coach he was because like even in high school, like I didn't really learn much like on the side of baseball, but also like mechanically from pitching. Like I kind of had the understanding of what to do pitching wise and what to do with like situations that got hard or complicated around the diamond. And yeah, so that was something I really grew to respect in my dad, was just how well he taught me. So yeah.
Hmm. And then post graduation, you actually didn't follow a career in baseball initially. So I guess walk us through that, what that was like post grad and then coming back to baseball.
Yeah. So let's see. So I graduated baseball. Well, actually, I didn't graduate. I still had a semester left, and I was done with baseball though, and I wasn't sure what to do. But I had a professor at my school. I was just in his class, and he's like, "Man, you should try for the banana ball." I was like, okay, I guess I will. And for the summer, I first of all, first thing I learned, if I want to try out, I want to learn backflip. So that took me about 3 weeks. Once I learned the backflip, got a video of it, threw a pitch, got a strike, and did some other stuff on the mound, and sent a video in. And about a week later, they invited me to try out, and I chose the October one. And I was like, okay, I got about 6 months to try out for this thing or prepare for the tryout. But I knew I had still a semester left in school. And that whole semester I was teaching PE in a high school and a junior high kind of thing from like it was like seventh grade to 12th grade. And so that's what I was doing the whole semester. And so yeah, I'd wake up at 6:30 every day, eat my breakfast. I ate the same thing every day. I had eggs for breakfast, chicken and rice for lunch, and then macaroni and beef for dinner, and just grinded. Um, School from 6:30 to 4:30, go home, chill out, eat a little bit of grapes, sit on my phone for a bit, and then go work out, go work on my dancing, and throw a little bit. And I did that for a good 5 weeks of my life, like just every day was just that. And it was pretty hard. It was pretty lonely. I didn't have my roommates played baseball still, so I didn't really get to see them very much. So yeah, that was probably the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. I mean, for a fact it was. But it felt good just knowing I was chasing my dream of playing banana ball. Like I didn't know about the sport before then, but once I like realized like what it is and just how many people I can impact and just my destiny for it almost just being able to dance all my life and playing baseball, I mean the two were just perfect. And then yeah, tried out. Try went perfect. Like I couldn't have written it better. I got in there. I was pitching last, and I got 6 strikeouts. And the only guy that got on base was my roommate now, Sal Jacobo. And so that's a pretty cool story in itself. Um, But yeah, it was awesome. It was incredible. I worked my butt off for a good semester. I was just chasing this dream, and when I got lazy and stuff, I just like felt like I wanted to quit. I just watched videos of the Bananas and like, man, like I want to be on that team. And so yeah, here I am.
Gotcha. So recently, when you and I had talked, you mentioned on our phone call that you wake up every morning living your dream. Since making the team, what has that experience been like for you, and what is your favorite part of the job and being on the team?
Yeah, I mean, I still wake up like, man, I get to play for the party animals, get to travel. It's been really good. The only downside is being hurt. Like I trained the way I did with practice and realized this is not baseball. This is a whole lot more than baseball. I mean, on game days, we wake up pretty early and then we're on the field about 6 hours before game time. And well, actually more than that, probably like 8 hours before game time where we actually go and hit and practice and stuff. And then we go out, meet out with the fans around 2:30. Let's say the game starts at 7. We're out hanging out with fans from 2:30 to 5:30. And then from 5:30 to 7:30, we're actually like, preparing for the game. So it's been a lot. And my body is just, I guess, I prepared myself pretty well, working out all the time. But, just, I don't, just freak accidents happened. And it's I just like me on an avalanche. I was my own little snowball. Just one thing happened and it got bigger. Um,
How's your
but yeah,
recovery coming? Are you on the mend here?
yeah, it's getting good. I leave back to Savannah tomorrow, and I should get my X-ray to confirm I'm doing good. And even if I'm not, honestly, I'll be playing injured. I don't care anymore. I'm just ready to get out there. But yeah, it's going good. I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm excited to play these next 4 months or so. But yeah, like it's been, like I said, a dream. Just like talking to people, talking to kids, and the way they look at me just for wearing the jersey, and me just looking down and I'm like, hey, like I'm nothing crazy. I'm just a kid, just like you, one day, and here I am, just living out my dream, and I can just, I really enjoy sharing the common ground I have with them. I ask them like by asking them what they like to do and stuff, and then try to connect with them on that, and that's been probably my best experience.
Yeah, so going off of that, the center focus of the team is basically built up around the fans. Do you feel like that makes it
hmm
more enjoyable being part of a team that's very close knit with the community and the people that are there watching you compared to other baseball teams per se?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, I think that's what builds lasting fans is just being able to share that common ground with them and going out there and meeting them where they're at instead of them coming to us and like, oh yeah, watch us. I was actually at a hospital a couple days ago and the girl was like talking about me and what I've done. And I realized the girl didn't really care that much about me, like who I was. And then just being able to like not throw my jersey off, but like metaphorically, just like who cares about me? Like, what do you like to do? And she said she liked to watch YouTube and watch Paranormal Activity, and she's like 15 or so. I was like, man, I used to watch that when I was 15 too, and like to be scared, and just having that moment, right there was like, just like what I was hoping to have with everybody that I meet, and just like
I would imagine it's very heartwarming being in the hospital helping
oh
cheer up
yeah,
children.
yeah. It definitely like I came in there to like thinking like I was gonna go in there making people smile, but man, I came out, I was the one smiling the most. So yeah, it was awesome. But yeah.
Well, cool. Going off the questions Youthan just asked, what's kind of the day-to-day look like for the team?
Mhm. Yeah, so the band's practiced before us. I haven't been there since all the teams have practiced, so I'm not really sure of the schedule. But yeah, Bananas always practice before us. We go late in the day, like around like noon to 4 or so, and we start rehearsal. Tuesdays are usually our OTT meetings, which means over the top meeting. And basically, like we prepare for the weekend after the weekend coming up of like, okay, like what ideas are going, what's viral on TikTok that we could like kind of do our own selves. What kind of dances are going right now on TikTok? And so we have that meeting on Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday we rehearse, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we're practicing. We just go hit pretty chill, make sure our arms are loose, and just kind of moving around and stuff. For me personally, I want to work on my dancing more once I get ready. I mean, the past like 7 or 8 weeks, I've been just like by myself in the training room. It's been kind of awful, but hopefully, I can enjoy the sun out there once I get back, and just kind of hang out with the guys. And yeah, it's pretty chill just because the weekends are just so busy. So it's not too much. It's kind of like what you'd see in any other professional practice besides the rehearsals and stuff. We make room for dancing for about an hour a day.
Nice. Are y'all pretty close off the field as well when y'all aren't
Yeah.
playing?
Oh yeah. What's different about us is like we're even close with the guys that we play against. So my roommate Sal, like he was talking about, I asked him how it was, how the trip was, and he was like, honestly, I just hung out with the tailgaters more than our team. So that's what's really cool. But yeah, we're especially as party animals, we're really good. I don't know if you noticed, but we're winning a lot of our games, and winning is fun. And so yeah, I'd say like we're all like really close guys. But what's cool is just like we can also be close with the team we're playing against, which you probably don't see very much at all in any other sport. So yeah.
Do y'all ever have moments where you like to give each other a hard time from the opposite
Oh yeah.
side?
Oh yeah, plenty of hard times. Like it's like brothers playing backyard baseball. We're out there talking trash to everybody. Villeroy and Fluke, they hate each other. Not hate, but they talk a lot of trash to each other. So it's pretty awesome to hear.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
As well as on our phone call in the past, you had mentioned you like to follow your faith and put smiles on others' faces. What are some
Hmm.
simple things you do in your day-to-day life to help accomplish that goal and keep exercising your faith with the Lord?
Oh yeah. So I mean, my goal every day is to have my first conversation and my last conversation of the day be with the Lord. And so as soon as I wake up, I want to read the Bible and then pray. And then when I go to bed, I can talk to everybody, talk to my family, text my girlfriend. But the last thing I do is okay, I'm gonna read my Bible and pray and then fall asleep. And so that just like kind of like my daily vitamins. And then throughout, I always pray for my food, and I try to reach out, asking people how I can pray for them, especially online. I like when people DM me and I say, "Hey, how can I pray for you?" And they reach back out, tell me, which I know is pretty vulnerable for people. So I know like them doing that takes courage, and so makes me feel good. And especially when I get to pray for others, man, I love it. So yeah.
Definitely. It's one of the things where you feel it uplift your mood in an instant, honestly.
Yeah, I like smiling. I don't know if you can tell, but I mean, yeah, it's hard to have a bad
I
day.
can. I can.
Yeah.
You seem like a very energetic individual, so that helps a lot.
I'm not one of the energetic guys. I mean, that's one thing I'll notice on the party animals. Basically, everybody's main character, so everybody's like me. So um that was something to get used to at first. But honestly, it's pretty cool. Like just a lot of great guys, a lot of character in the locker room. Um, but yeah, I'm
Who's got the
just
best jokes on the team?
best jokes. I think Ryan Rodriguez was probably the funniest guy, one of the funniest guys I've ever met by far. Yeah, I don't think I've ever laughed multiple times at someone besides him. Yeah. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Yeah, so looking to the future, what do you plan to do next? Like, do you plan to play ball for a while, or do you have other plans in the near future, or what's kind of your?
Yeah. So I think once I get off this injury, I'm gonna go in there and I was like, hey, like honestly, I want to dance more and try to perform like outside of the stadium and stuff and for the fans because I know I have that talent and ability that I was blessed with. And that's kind of like something I want to go forward on is like not just being this professional baseball player that can throw strikes and do well and do a bunch of flips while throwing them out, but also like just engaging with the fans and even just showing them dancing and stuff because we got three other professional dancers on the team that they don't play baseball, but I get along with them really well, just like having that experience that we've all been dancing all our lives. And so hopefully I can get with them and hopefully next year and the years in the future, like, hey, like I want to be more viable to this team. I want to dance and I want to perform and also pitch on the mound and, just be more of a player and I want to be more of an entertainer kind of thing.
Yeah, um, that's awesome. And what's been your favorite team memory so far, looking back?
Hmm. My favorite team memory. Um, Probably my favorite team memory. Uh, let's see. When we win games, the traditions what we got after the game has been like really fun, the dancing and stuff and the confetti. And when we went 17-5 this past 2 months, that's been pretty awesome. And yeah, just the things we do after the game are probably like the biggest memories that we've made. Yeah.
And then what are some ways you kind of hope to grow yourself over the next few years?
Yeah. Honestly,
Personally.
like, yeah. So that's kind of been my biggest thing that I had in the back of my head is like at the end of the day, end of my life, like who really cares about me? When I take
Mm,
this jersey off, take off my headband, all my pink stuff, like who cares? Because all that really matters to me is like how did I impact another individual at the end of the day? And how did I make someone smile? How did I encourage them? How did I make someone remember that moment that I had with them? And so that's kind of my mindset is like try to just lose the pride, go serve somebody else. And being here at home has kind of helped me do that, going to other places, going to ballparks. And then a lot of kids ask me if I have a YouTube channel, so I may start up that in the future of just like maybe giving out some wisdom and wishing what I just telling my younger self what I wish I knew back then. And yeah, I'll probably think I might start a YouTube channel. I was hoping to do it next year, but I don't know. I feel like people want me to do that, so I may start this year at the end of the season.
that's awesome.
hmm
Who have been some of your biggest inspirations in baseball? Like who do you try to get your pitching style from?
Um, hmm. Uh, I would say Greg Maddux because I looked at him. Now I watch people that throw hard, and I'm not one of those guys that throw hard. And Greg Maddux was one of the guys who didn't throw hard. Well, I guess later in the season or later in his career, he didn't throw hard, but he still did really well. And basically, what helped him was just mixing pitches, pitch speeds, and just hitting his spots. And that's kind of been the guy I've been all my life is just the guy who mixes speeds well and hits my spots and doesn't try to get in too much of trouble. But I never really been that overpowering or anything, and it's kind of like Greg Maddux, and he was one of the best.
Hmm. And then who was your favorite team growing up? Was it the Braves or who did you cheer up?
I probably like the A's just because they were green and yellow, and no other team's green and yellow. So I thought that was just kind of stuck out there. Even though they were bad, they've never been good in my life. Um, that was kind of just my team. Like, hey, they're different. I'm gonna go for them, and one day they're gonna win it. And I'm just say I'm gonna be able to say that hey, I was a fan the whole time. So yeah,
Sounds like a good plan. One
yep.
thing that you mentioned was like giving advice to younger people and then looking back, wishing, someone would say that advice
hmm
to you when you were younger. What is some of that advice that you would offer to younger people now?
Yeah. Man, chase your dreams. Like there's nobody gonna tell you no. Whatever you like, whatever your passion is, go chase that for as long as you can. My dad always told me, go play baseball as long as you can until someone tells you you can't. And the biggest thing I wish I told myself was just people call me weird all the time for dancing, and I was like, man, embrace the weirdness because look at me now. Like here I am playing in front of 100,000, 60,000 people for the things that I love, and that's dancing and throwing a baseball. And I wish I embraced it more back then, for sure.
Do you ever have any of your haters reach out regretting how they treated you previously?
No, I do have people who I didn't really talk to reach out asking for tickets though, so that's like a kind of different, but not really haters apologizing or anything. Looking back at it, I had people who didn't like me for doing that, and then we actually got to be friends. Um, so like, I mean, yeah, like right now, I don't think I have a single enemy in my life, honestly. Like I've even people who were treating me bad, I always try to like find reconciliation in our relationship, and yeah, man, just try to love even the people who don't like me.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So obviously you love dancing. What's your favorite dance move or dance?
I do my windmill a lot. That's probably my signature move. I worked hard on it, and my next move is I want to work on my flare. That's the thing that hurt my leg, and if I can master the flare, I'm gonna do that for the rest of my life. Hopefully, well, maybe not the rest because it's hard, but I really want to get that flare down. That's kind of my nemesis right now. So yeah,
Just don't re-injure yourself.
yeah, that's the plan. Oh gosh, that'd be horrible. I'm a little scared of it, but
We
hopefully,
need you on
we'll
the
see.
field, not in bed.
I know. But maybe next year. Maybe I might try it next year.
It'll happen when it's meant to be.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, what would you say has been your favorite? This is kind of switching topics, but favorite fan interaction or memory you have with a fan?
Yeah. So, um, I remember going to Fort Myers. I had this idea of like, man, I'm gonna have everybody sign my arm. Every signature I give, I'm gonna let them sign my arm, and you let them experience giving a signature. And I just remember, um, just like the parents' reaction, like I'm gonna sign them. It's like, hey, you want to sign my arm? Like, sure, I guess. And then just the parents, like, just their reaction, like, oh my gosh, like you get to sign him. Um, so I go out there, have a whole sleeve of signatures on my arm, and then I go out there and pitch. And I mean, I didn't think it was gonna look that cool, but it looked so cool on my arm. Like, it looked like I had a whole tattoo sleeve. So that was pretty sick. And then that was one thing. And then I still think about to this day, my first ever game. I didn't pitch at all that weekend, but our first ever game, Jesse, the guy in the yellow tux, he's like, hey, like try to find ways to really get out there and be next level with the fans. And we were out there sitting, everybody's like kind of the party animals were waiting to sign, and the bananas were out there signing. And I go out there in the parking lot, and I was like, hey, like, where's everybody parking? And I said, go that way. And so instead of going out there and signing with everybody else, I went out there and opened doors for kids and opened doors for parents. And like as soon as they parked, I was there and like, oh my gosh, there are party animals out here. And that was kind of cool. That was probably one of the coolest experiences I've ever done. And hopefully I can do it more.
How long did it take you to get all the signatures off of your arm?
How many? Oh, yeah. It takes about 2 or 3 days. I mean, it's a lot of scrubbing. Yeah.
Hairspray works wonders.
Hairspray works wonders. Okay. I'll try that.
It
Because,
removes
man.
Sharpie.
Okay. I'll do that because I've tried other stuff. I've tried other Sharpies, markers. They don't look as good as, man, I want it to look good. So I bear down and just take it. And I know it's going to take 2 or 3 days to get off. So, okay, I'll remember the hairspray.
Jackson, you got any other questions?
I was gonna ask, how many uniforms do y'all have total? Like,
Let's see. We have the pink splatter, black sleeve, black short sleeve or no sleeve, and then the pink tuxedo looking thing. So I think four. And then
cool.
three pants. Yeah. Pink splatter, two blacks. One with pink stripe, one with green stripe. So three pants, four jerseys.
That's
Which one's
awesome.
your favorite?
Oh, pink splatter one's pretty sick. I also like the black sleeveless one. Just that neon pink around the black. I think it looks sick. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Gotcha.
Those are all the questions I have.
Yeah, same
Okay.
here. Blake, we really appreciate you taking the time and being willing to come on and talk with us today.
Yeah, man, of course. I appreciate you for reaching out and DMing me, and I'm glad I got to talk to you guys and kind of know you on a more personal level. It's been a pretty good adventure.
Definitely keep in touch, and we can't wait to see where the future takes you next.
Yeah,
We know
man.
you're going to do great things, and
Yeah, man.
can't wait to see
Yeah.
you back out on the field.
Appreciate you, Youthan. Thank you.
Thank
Jackson,
you.
good to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah. All right, guys.